y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another comment read video. Married at First Sight season 10 episode 14. Yes, y'all, I'm just gonna say you guys showed out. Okay, you showed out in the comments. Okay, you're really gonna make me work for it. I understand you're really gonna make me work for it. Yeah, how many comments do we have, y'all? Let me look at this. Let me look at this. Let's see. We have 346 comments. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna read all the replies. I'm gonna try my best to get through this quickly. And let's see what we got going on. All right, so let's start from the bottom, which is really the top. Still going. Okay, finally got here. Now, this comment isn't even a real comment, y'all. It's not. But it's funny, okay? So you know how we have those like pages that make comments on like everybody's page or whatever? So I got a message, well, a comment from Tom, okay? Tom comments on all of the videos on everybody's page. And he says, nice video, keep it up, dude. And okay, so Motel investor said, are you calling her a dude to be disrespectful? Thank you, okay? Thank you for coming to my rescue. But yeah, he's not real. Cliff said that that's a bot. He makes comments on everyone's video. But I appreciate the gesture. I really do. Because, like, you know, I'm not a dude. Y'all, I thought it was hilarious when I saw it. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Thank you. I appreciate it, Motel. I appreciate it. But anyway, let's move on, okay? So this Olivia bitch said, Taylor is a hoe. Girl, isn't she? She's a hoe, okay? Who fell asleep in the hotel with, you know, while her friend was using the bathroom. Okay. So let me see. Alrighty, what's next, y'all? Okay, Roxy, hey Roxy. Roxy said, this is the worst season ever. Throw the whole season away. I agree. Throw it away. Just toss it in the trash. But then again, it's great. It's great TV. So, yeah, I appreciate it while we got it. But for what it is worth, it's not what is expected from Married at First Sight, but it is some entertaining TV. Just saying. Okay. Lorenzo said it's not. No, it's not. It's the greatest. And Cliff just laughed or whatever. Janine said it's quite entertaining. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's definitely entertaining. Okay. Let's see. Gospel Therapy says, haha, very good commentary. You're doing a great job. I'm waiting for the Married at First Sight wife swap edition. Mika and Brandon, Taylor and Michael. So let me ask you something. Do you really think Taylor and Michael will make a great couple? I mean, in the sense that they're both superficial. Yeah. Well, not superficial. She's superficial. He's a liar. So they both exaggerate things. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Michael need to be with anybody at this point, okay? I think he needs to take some time for himself, okay? Self-reflect on himself. Mika and Brandon. Brandon's a ticking time bomb. Mika's a ticking time bomb. I don't think they will work together. I don't think so. It would definitely be interesting to watch, but I don't think they will work together. So we will have to see. So then Roxy also says that Taylor needs to throw the wig in the trash, okay? Throw the whole wig in the trash, okay? You know what? This season, Roxy, you just feel like we need to throw the season away. We need to throw Taylor wig away. I agree. Throw the wig away, okay? And 25 people on this comment thumbs up. So 25 people agree that she need to throw it in the trash, and I need to like it too. So I'm gonna like it. 26. It gotta go. It gotta go. I don't know what she's doing with the wigs. All of them just gotta go. Like, they just look disgusting, okay? I don't know. A lot of people would say, oh, they look nice, like her real hair. And I'm trying to figure out who are these people and what do their hair look like, okay? I know my hair isn't always snatched, okay? I know sometimes I can, do it a little bit better. But that's just, what happens with hair over time. And what you do when it gets messed up is you fix it, okay? You get new hair, you get new wigs, or you just go natural and call it is what it is. Like, I don't know why she's doing this to us, but she's doing it. King Mark said, funny how last week episode Taylor and Brandon were on good terms, but I knew Brandon would have yet another bitch fit. I didn't fall for it last week. These couples are all a mess. Katie is the most irritating of them all. Derek needs to run. Yeah. See, the thing about Brandon and Taylor is that I don't know. They work good together when they're good, but when they're bad, it's like they're bad. It's like they're so toxic for each other. Katie definitely needs to get herself together, okay? Somebody needs to put that girl in her place. She's irritating, okay? She's annoying, okay? She's everything that you would put in the category of aggravating is HELL. That's Katie, okay? Period. I'm done with it. All right, let me go through the 13 replies on this. All right, I got a lot of different people going back and forth. So let's just go through these comments real quick and see how everyone else feels about what King Mark had to say in this comment. Okay, so Cliff says, you can't be serious. That man didn't have a bitch fit. He got tired of being disrespected by his wife, then had another man tell him what he can and cannot take off his body. Maybe you would be okay with it, but I know I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, we are starting to see a different side of production, being as though they're like, just coming out on the screen all of a sudden. And we're starting to see, I'm starting to notice what's going on in the background. So I agree with this meltdown from Brandon. I'm not going to completely say that it was right, him being an a-hole and doing all that stuff. But I understand it. And sometimes, even though he had like alcohol in his system or whatever, I understand that heightened it. But I get where he was coming from. He's tired of looking stupid on camera. Okay? So then MacArthur said, then why wouldn't he leave when the producers told him he could? When you sign up for the show, you have to follow their rules. He can't enforce his own rules when he's under contract. Okay, so I get the fact that he can't enforce his own rules and he's definitely under contract. But I would have to say that, you're right. If he felt like he was, being played or making look stupid, he should have just left. But because the alcohol was involved, I think that just heightened his irritability. He was just very annoyed with the situation. And I think he was just like, you know what? Y'all want a scene? I'm going to give you a scene. That's what you want? I got you. And I kind of agree. Like, yeah, he's under contract. So he really can't leave. If he's under contract, he really can't leave because he wants to get his paycheck. And I'm glad he probably figured it out at this point that, he need that paycheck because we all in quarantine right now and some people ain't working. So, yeah, I'm glad he stayed for that check. So then Cliff said, MacArthur, that's where you're wrong. He didn't have to do anything because there can be a consequence, maybe, but he's a grown man, not any of production's child. He didn't leave because he was in the woods at night somewhere and rode in the car with his wife, who always is on production side. That's why he left the next day. Okay, good point. He was in the middle of nowhere. And he didn't have a way to get back. How you gonna tell me to leave? I ain't got no way to go. Lady August definitely agrees with you, Cliff. She says exactly. And then Denise says, King Mark, hello. It's not okay for a wife to fall asleep at a hotel and not come home until the next day, period. Yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay. I don't care. Not even just a wife. Like, anytime you're in a committed relationship with someone, it is not okay for the son to beat you home. The son should never beat you home. I don't care if you're at the club, at the bar, having fun with your friends, whatever. If you are supposed to come home, you are supposed to come home, and the sun should not beat you there. Period. King Mark then says, hello, it's not okay for a husband to give his wife silent treatment for an entire day of a honeymoon because she recorded him waking up. Then tell her to get over it already doing the so-called apology. Then curse her out, throw rings at her, storm off, and continue to curse her out on a bus in front of everyone. Has continuously baby tantrums and walk off repeatedly. Period. Okay, let me tell y'all was getting heated in these comments, okay? And I'm gonna just say this. I agree with both of you. You both have very valid points. Brandon, we all know, is not a saint. I think in this episode, in this particular situation, I'm gonna have to give it to Brandon. In that episode, with what happened between him and Panama and, production and everybody, I have to give it to Taylor. But we're talking about this episode. So in this case, I'm just going to have to go with Brandon on this, okay? We can totally agree to disagree. It's perfectly fine. Everyone has their own opinions and views of point. Yeah, but overall, I think that they both messed up, but in this situation, I think Brandon was right. I said it, y'all. I said it. I think he was right. I agree with him. I'm going to skip some of those comments. And then Lady August said, so why did she beg him to work it out every time, even after his bad behavior? She obviously haven't had enough. Okay, so just because she begs him and wants him, to come work it out or whatever the case, I don't think actually, means that she, really wants Brandon or gave him a pass for it. I think she's just here for the check as well, okay? She's just trying to rack up on her check, just like Brandon's trying to rack up on this check. And I think at this point, they all just need to give us the money sign so we can know that this is all for a check. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. So then Rita says that Katie's crazy. I mean, it's like she's a bipolar, narcissistic, jealous, and overreacts about everything. OMG. Derek deserves so much better. He's the only one apologizing about everything. Exactly. He's always apologizing about everything. He's apologizing about a day he had in the past. He's apologizing about having dreams. He's apologizing for everything. And here is Katie blaming him for everything that he's not even doing and taking no responsibility for her own actions. Okay? I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. And 23 other people agree with that. Okay? Because they thumbs up it. So then Rita also says both Taylor and Brandon are wrong. One doesn't know how to communicate, and the other can't see how they're wrong. Okay, so this goes back to the same conversation that we were just having with King Mark. And his comment is right. They both are wrong, okay? Brandon doesn't know how to communicate, which is true, but I don't blame him for not wanting to communicate at that time. But he does need help in it. And Taylor doesn't want to take any responsibility, which is why they can't get anywhere. He's not good at communicating how he feels. And when he does, she catches the attitude and doesn't want to take responsibility for her wrongdoing in the situation. Because she never sees anything wrong with what she's doing. So in that case, I'm going to have to agree with you, Rita. I think if we just say, just call it what it is and just accept that they're both toxic and they don't need to be together, the faster we can just understand that this relationship is just not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. Okay? So, Kay said, I missed that Mika was enjoying the breakfast. Good catch. And Jessica pissed me off. Where do you get off asking all these questions of Michael? That's not your man. So why is it where he went of such concern to you? Brandon is right. Taylor is there for the cameras. Did you catch Mika smirking when Michael got up from the table frustrated? I can't with Katie. She may as well go down to the sperm bank. This man gives you insulin shots, sets up some nice things, and she's hung up on 3 words. Okay. Jessica got what she needed, and Austin, he's whipped. Okay, so let's break this down. Yes, Mika did enjoy that breakfast. I ain't gonna say nothing. She did. Okay, she definitely did. Jessica, yes, she pissed me off because she started the conversation about the whole questioning Michael's situation, and Taylor stirred the pot. Okay, Taylor stirred it up so bad. I do not think that was the right time for them to go in there and jump on that man. Okay, I've been saying it. I'm going to stick by it. I don't think that was their position to talk to that man about his situation that he had going on with his family to anybody, okay? If he had that conversation with Mika, we know Mika was going to call him out. We know Mika was going to make him seem like a liar, all that good stuff. But let Mika do it because that's her her husband. She's been doing it the whole time. We get it from her, okay? We don't get it from them. That's not their place. They got their own relationships, their own problems and everything. And Taylor was just so happy that now that Brandon isn't there, she got Mika all to herself, because now Mika and Michael are once again on bad terms. It's pathetic, okay? I'm over it. I didn't notice Mika smirk. I felt like she was obviously upset, because this is what, you know, usually happens. But I think as a wife, she should have stepped in and said, don't worry about this. I got this. Don't come at him like that. I got this. If anybody's going to come at my husband, it's going to be me. Behind closed doors. But in front of the married at first sight cameras. Just saying. Okay. Let me see what these replies say. Okay, so Rose said all the women like Mika, they haven't been privy to Michael's constant lying. I think they were trying to understand what happened by questioning him. Okay, maybe they was trying to get an understanding, but it was too much. It was too much, and Mika should have stopped it. And then Chaos says that is not their place. Mika is a grown-ass woman. She seems to want validation from others, which is what Michael said from the jump. She's always talking about their relationship. That's true. She wants everybody to be on her side. And in a marriage, you can't put your business out there so for everyone to judge, okay? That's not how that works. I'm going to skip some of those other comments. And then London T said, I agree. And Jessica needs to shut her bossy mouth and wonder what is going on in Austin's mind. It is more behind him not telling her he loves her. I bet he doesn't like her. Watch out for the quiet ones. Mika has some stuff with her also, but lying trumps her mess. Exactly. Lying definitely trumps Mika's a mess because it gives her validation to feel the way she does. Austin is tired of Jessica, okay? Even if they do make it, I don't think they're going to make it forever, okay? They're going to make it a couple of years maybe, because one day, and I promise you one day, and hopefully one day soon we get to see it on camera, Austin is going to black out on Jessica, okay? He's going to have a Brandon on Jessica. Because he's like bottling it up at this point, okay? Let's see. What other comments we got here? Hey, T girl. Hey, girl. Hey. So, T said, that damn Katie. Ugh. Yes. What? Why? We don't understand. I'm over her, okay? I'm over her. And 10 other people on this comment post is over her too, okay? Because that's how many thumbs up she got for it. So then Rita says, I don't feel bad for Brandon. He acts like a kid when it comes to conflict. Dude doesn't know how to use his words to communicate. I don't like him. Okay. You can totally not like Brandon. You cannot feel bad for Brandon. He does not know how to deal with conflict. I think this episode, he kind of dealt with it pretty well until he, like, you know, just had enough of it and just blew up, okay? Because I think he was handling it, you know, being calm, cool, and collected. But I think Taylor was pushing at him, okay? She kind of, like, you know, got to the point where she was just, like, poking at him a little bit. And just like we noticed last episode, that she definitely pokes at Brandon to get a reaction. And then when she gets that reaction, she acts like a victim. Just saying. So then Yolanda, hey Yolanda. So Yolanda says, great review, Chloe. Katie got on my last nerve with them blow-ups, but Derek pretty much stated the reason she was so uptight. She was PMSing super bad and for a week. That is not normal to do. It's not normal to do that on your period. He was not okay with it. Brandon, you gotta let it go. It was clear you were upset with Taylor's crap, but he didn't have to take it out on the production. Which, with that being said, I'm glad you pulled out your camera for your own protection. Stop letting Taylor get you outside of character. She ain't worth it. Okay, this is basically what I just said. She pokes at him and then he blows up, okay? He wasn't right for going off on production, but at the same time, when you are upset and you have I guess alcohol in your system and he doesn't already like being on camera, he had to, like, it was just bound to happen. And then, like, going into that bathroom, pulling out that camera, absolutely pull out that camera, because I told y'all in the review that I thought I thought sound like they was getting, like it was going down in that bathroom. So I'm glad he pulled out that camera, because he probably was in it like, y'all not about to try to set me up. And I appreciate that from him, because you never know. You never know, okay? He had to do that for himself, okay? So I'm glad that he did that for himself, okay? Also, Katie keeps blowing up. Yes, I'm so tired of it, okay? I am a girl, okay? I know what PMS feels like. I know what being sexually frustrated feels like, okay? But we are not going to give her a pass for acting like that, okay? No one acts like that. You can be irritable, you can be, a little moody and all that good stuff, but for you to be sitting there acting like that is unnecessary, honey. It was 6 or 7 days. I know sometimes that could be a stretch, okay? But it's 6 and 7 days. It's going to go away, and you're going to be able to get some and be happy. Deal with them emotions and try to control them. You've been doing this for years, okay? Most females get their period at like maybe 10, 11. If you're 24, 25, you've had this for a long time, okay? You know what it feels like not to be able to, you know what? Her ex probably was doing it, so she probably doesn't know what it feels like. But she was only dating him for a little bit. And I'm pretty sure all guys are not into that. So I don't know what her problem is. She has problems, okay? She has real problems. And Married at First Sight is not going to be able to help her fix them. Just saying. So then the gift of Gabby says both Mika and Katie need to read The Art of Seduction or something, LOL. They both are utterly clueless about the men and what they appreciate in women and how to make them fall in love. It's not through arguing and demands. Mike is crazy too, but I'm just saying, Katie's better be glad Derek doesn't know better. Right. Okay, so yeah. They need to learn how to, I don't know. Katie has this idea where she wants to fight and then she wants to make up, okay? She thinks that being, dysfunctional and toxic is a turn-on. And Derek doesn't feel that way, okay? And he's truly getting aggravated. I think he thinks that the makeup part is worth the blow up, and I don't. And that's why I think when you say he doesn't know any better. Yeah, he doesn't know any better because he's young too, and he probably never really had real relationships, so he thinks that this is how it goes. You make up, you break up to make up, okay? You argue and you have makeup sex and everything's gonna be great. And that's not what's happening, okay? Because she keeps doing it. She's crazy. It's HELL. All right, let's go on. So Teresa, hi Teresa. Are you new? Are you new to the comments? I don't even know who's new to the page anymore, y'all. I just gotta go by like who's new to the comments. But Teresa says, yes, I can't stand Katie. Let me show them what a man Let me show that man what love is supposed to feel like. Okay. Go, girl. Show him what it's supposed to feel like. We need to set up Derek. We need to set you up so you can, girl, sign up for the show. Write him a letter. Say, hey, can I get a shot at Derek? But 19 other people agree with you. I think we need to try to make a love connection, y'all. Because she's going to show him. Okay? Okay. So, Kim G. Hi, Kim G. Kim G says, Brandon is always done. Yet, we see him in the next preview cuddling with Taylor. What a mess. Yes, Brandon is always done, okay? We done said Brandon was done for like 4 reviews now, okay? 4 episodes, we done been like, Brandon is done. Brandon is done. Brandon is done. And somehow, Brandon keeps coming back. We know it's contract. But I think deep down inside, somewhere deep down inside, he really, really likes Taylor, okay? Or yet he enjoys having her around. I don't know what around consists of, but I'm really sure there's a connection between the two. Just saying. Let's see what some of these replies say. Okay, they say so Zoe KK says, because he's not done, he's very much into Taylor. Okay. And she also said it's a big mess. So then Danielle said, I think he wants it to work out with Taylor. He thinks Taylor is hot, but Taylor's too self-absorbed to figure out how not to trigger him. Everyone has triggers. This is true. So then Zoe KK says, I know. I think they get along off camera. Brandon doesn't like the cameras at all. What I noticed is that they had a love-hate relationship. When they are mad at each other, they still show mad compassion and affection. They always going back and forth. I told y'all, they have this type of relationship where it's like, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. They're toxic for each other. But for some reason, I think they both enjoy it. You ever see couples who enjoy just like they argue and that's just what they do? I think this is just like becoming what they do. I think so. So Cliff says that you are wrong. He's not into that girl. That he's into that girl. That's why he keeps coming back to her. Yeah. And then August Lady 77 said, I was wondering if that was a clip from a previous day and that they were trying to throw us off by keeping us tuned in. I don't know. I don't know what clip y'all talking about, y'all. I don't know. So then Janice says, Cliff Washington, but Taylor and everyone else has to constantly contact and chase him in order for him to come back. So I'm not sure if he's into her. If Brandon do actually like Taylor, he has a weird way of showing it. I don't think it's a weird way. I think it's their way. I think they both are like totally just crazy. They like to fight. I think so. So then, Cliff says his issues with production have been bad since Panama. I believe it's a lot we didn't see between him and production over the 2 months. We all have different sides to us, and Brandon has levels to his anger like everyone else. He was calm until Taylor walked away and production spoke to him. I think he feels married at first sight wants drama instead of a love connection. After watching this season and the experts playing a lesser role, I would have to agree. Now this I can understand. I think that when the cameras are rolling, something is like they're asking questions, they're provoking situations, and Brandon is obviously annoyed with it. I'm not really sure what is going on, but something is going on, okay? And Mike the Web Surfer says it's for the money, okay? $, $, it's for the money. Y'all, it gotta be for the money. At this point, I don't know. I'm gonna skip over some of those comments and we're gonna move on. Okay, so where are we? JJD. Okay, JJ says Katie wants chaos and dysfunction like her parents' relationship. Derek needs to run far away because she will make him jade and miserable like her. Mika is stern, but Michael is a lost cause. It should not be cuddled because that's the reason for his issues now. Too many women spoiling him. Mika would be softer and happier with someone she can trust, maybe someone older. Right. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say about that. Katie definitely lives in dysfunction. I already said that. Yes, I think it comes from her parents' relationship. She always having to break it up. I think her idea of what love is like fighting and okay? We already established that. What I do think is that Mika is very stern and she's not going to let Michael keep getting off with this. And she should not let Michael keep getting off with this because at this point, this is why he keeps doing it, okay? They keep allowing this man to lie and exaggerate and baby him and coddle him and not let him own up to his lies that they want to make it seem like, okay, you know, it's okay because he's adopted. It's not okay. It's not okay. I think she will be softer and I think she will be happier with someone she can trust. I think she would still be stern. Like she still would be straight to the point. She would know exactly what she wants. She would speak her mind, but she wouldn't have to do it so much because the man would not be lying to her all the freaking time. All the time. I'm going to skip the replies to that and I'm going to keep moving on, y'all. We got a lot of comments. I know. But let's just see. Let's keep going. All right. So Rose said, this episode was insane. I felt so sorry for Jessica and Austin being stuck with those 3 horrible matches for a weekend. Katie is insufferable and self-centered, immature brat. Katie wants everything to be about Katie. Poor Derek. He's a good guy. Taylor is a female Mac. Gwen, she and her wig are horrible. Taylor is on the show for fame and waiting for her paycheck. Brandon is done and he's just waiting for his paycheck. I was appalled at Brandon's behavior towards production. He was taking his anger out on Taylor. He was taking his anger at Taylor out on production. I was entertained though. I think Mika and the other women clearly like Mika. I doubt Mika would be bitter if Michael wasn't such a pathological liar. Right. Mika says, I'd rather talk to ghosts than my husband. What's hilarious? Okay, because I can't. She said that. Y'all, where I missed that? Okay, so neither Mika, Jessica, or Taylor could understand whether Michael went to DC to plan a funeral, a memorial, or attend a festival because his short story kept changing. We don't know whether his uncle even died because Michael is such a liar. Jessica and Taylor may not know Michael was a practical liar until his lies started flowing at that dinner table. They both called BS on Michael. This is the first season where we've seen so many members of production team. We're not we now met Monterey, Leaf, and Brandy. We definitely did just meet all the production team, y'all. It's crazy. Married at First Sight should have confessionals from the production team. Some of them may need therapy after this season. Girl. I think you're right, okay? We done seen too much of production. And we don't know their names, okay? We might as well let them speak on how they feel, okay? We already know they think Brandon is crazy and weird, okay? We done found out a lot about, I told y'all, we might need a Married at First Sight production setup afterwards.